Welcome back to Chamber Exchange. We are now joined by Justin Brown, Assistant Vice President of Town and Country Bank. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
We're going to take this opportunity to learn more about Town and Country Bank. Can you tell us a little bit of the history of the bank? How old is it?
Town and Country Bank's charter dates back all the way to 1894. We're a little over a $500 million asset bank, and we have 2 locations in Rolla, and we have 11 different locations in South Central Missouri.
Great. I didn't realize the bank started so long ago. Now you are known as a full-service bank. What exactly does that include?
Well, we offer deposits like savings accounts, checking accounts, individual retirement accounts, health savings accounts, and we also offer loans, whether it be home loans, car loans, business loans, home mortgage refinances, and lines of credits. Furthermore, we also offer insurance products with a wide array of that. We also offer investment products. If you're interested in mutual funds, stocks, bonds, Town and Country Financial Services, Karen Davis here in Rolla can help you with that, and in Salem, Shannon St. John can. If you're looking for an insurance product, whether it be home insurance or car insurance, life insurance, things of that nature, Town and Country Insurance Associates has an office here in Rolla, at Rolla North. Jim Rogers can help you, and in Salem, Mike Elliott can.
Yes, that's great. We've met Jim before. I love Jim. He's really involved with the chamber, so that's always nice. Well, you mentioned a lot of information about loans, and buying a house is completely different nowadays than it was 10 years ago even. So for those people that are watching at home, what would you share with them on stuff they need to know before they start their house hunt and shopping for a mortgage?
Well, what we would do and what we try to do first off is we would like to get you into a house that fits your wallet the best. We don't want to get you in over your head to begin with. So we would start you out with the basic application process, bring you in, to assure that you get the best rate and the best term and deal out there possible. We like to get your 2 years worth of W-2s, current pay stubs, and that assures that we get the deal that fits you the best.
Right. Okay, interest rates are at an all-time low right now. So any advice for somebody that's looking at refinancing?
Well, what you first need to do is you need to realistically look at whether or not it's financially smart to refinance. There are some closing costs involved in doing this. So you need to think about, am I going to regain those costs, or am I going to at least break even on them, or how long I'm going to be in the home? Most banks are going to require that you have at least 20% equity in your home to do that, to get a good conventional, deal or rate. And not only are rates as low as they've been in decades, I always like to look at, can we help you on the term too? Can we take you from like a 30-year mortgage down to a 15 and get that loan paid off quicker? And that helps everybody. Yeah,
definitely. So there's a lot to think about. So just because rates are low, it may still not be the right time for you to refinance,
right.
but you'll walk the person through that,
right.
So that's great. Now, being that I'm with the Chamber of Commerce, we deal with a lot of businesses on a daily basis. What information would you share with somebody that's looking at financing their startup business, and what would they need to provide to a lender for that?
Well, when we sit down with the customer and look at, financing a startup business or expanding an existing one, we like to look at their personal credit history, their knowledge of the business, their education in that field, if they have any, or if it's even feasible to, start that business or expand it. Growing up in the Rolla community and growing up in a small startup business, I understand the sacrifices and the uncertainty that goes along with that. Back in 1987, my dad, Dan Brown, he decided to open his own veterinary clinic, Brown Veterinary Clinic. He wasn't guaranteed that business was going to work, but he started that business with a goal in mind that he was going to work hard, be honest, and take chances. And I like to incorporate that in my business that I have, that's a farming operation, and I hope I can pass that motto on or philosophy to my children also. I know that my brother-in-law, Brad Sherrill, and my sister, Danette, they also use that same business philosophy, in their business, Made Right.
Yes.
And my family will also tell you that it takes a good, strong bank to stand behind a business to help make it successful. So, you know, Town and Country understands that because we're a locally owned, you know, small community bank, and why not let us be that bank to help your business, whether it be a startup or an existing business, be successful in the Rolla community.
I think that speaks highly of the bank too, because you just mentioned several businesses that just you yourself, your family owns. They're very successful businesses in this community. I think we're all familiar with all of those businesses, especially Made Right.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
So that speaks highly for the bank too, because I think you hit on something. If someone wants to start up a business, you're familiar with that.
Right.
You definitely have the experience, but I think you hit a really good note with expansion. A lot of businesses, you know, if you're successful and your business is doing very well, you might want to, you know, add a new service or add on to your building.
Right.
So you guys can, if I'm a business owner and I come in, I could talk to you and you could give us some guidance on that, right?
Absolutely. You can talk to any of our lenders in the bank.
That's wonderful, because businesses need that support.
Exactly.
So, okay, well, before we bring the show to a close, could you restate for our viewers the locations of Town and Country Bank?
Well, we have 11 locations. There are 2 in Rolla, 2 in Salem, and 2 in Ava. Mountain Grove, Licking, St. James, Bourbon, and Peevely.
Okay.
We also have a website address, tcbanks.com,
Okay.
and that will give you all different 11 locations, their address, their lobby hours, and the personnel that work in those branches.
Perfect. That's exactly what we needed to know. So thank you so much for being on the show
Thank you.
today.
We appreciate it.
Yes, it's been a great pleasure to get to know Town and Country Bank a little bit better.
Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for the show today. We'll see you guys next time.